Welcome to the CopyPro review video. Hey, it's Dexx Williams, and in this video, you'll discover the devastating mistake many businesses have been blind to and the competitive advantage it provides once they avoid it. You'll also learn the hidden costs of automated copy software that can result in legal trouble, and I was actually really shocked when I found that out. 3 unique competitive advantages that CopyPro AI has compared to others, and the common concerns, questions, and my final thoughts as it relates to CopyPro AI. So who am I? Why can I give this honest review? I'm Dexx Williams, and I'm a best-selling author and profit optimization specialist. Now, if you're wondering what that means, it means I help businesses increase their sales by 30% or more in as little as 30 days. And I know that sounds incredibly out to lunch, but it's actually quite simple when you follow proven systems and strategies to accomplish that. And that is part of the reason why I decided to do this review, just based off of seeing some of the feedback about CopyPro AI online. And one last thing is I have been selling my own digital products online since 2008. I have seen the gamut of different software platforms and services for achieving sales and marketing success, which is another reason why I felt the need to chime in and basically tell the honest truth about CopyPro AI, just because of the amount of confusion and glut of different programs that have flooded the market lately. Also, I wanted to let you know that there's a hidden $997 bonus as it relates to CopyPro AI that not many people know about, and I'll reveal it in this video. So let's talk about the growing goldfish problem. Not how to grow goldfish, but the growing goldfish problem. Here's what I mean. We all know that the average person sees well over 3,000 ads per day. I believe the latest numbers is that it's well over 5,000. So we're basically being bombarded with sales and marketing messages all day long. Now, the common consensus has always been that people will basically have a short attention span, 3, 5, 8 seconds. That's how much time you have to basically get someone's attention. And it's true. But the reason that a lot of people aren't seeing success is actually because of advertising avoidance, not just their attention span. Here's what I mean. I think we've all had a telemarketer call us. You pick up the phone, you find out it's a telemarketer. Nope, not interested. Click. You didn't even take the time to hear what their sales pitch was because you didn't want to be advertised to. Here's another example. You're watching a video on YouTube, and in the first couple seconds of you clicking on that video, an ad pops up. You wait 3, 4, 5 seconds, click close. You didn't even give them time to really tell you what they had to offer. They might have had a solution to a problem you actually needed, but you just didn't want to see another advertisement. That's part of the biggest problem facing sales and marketing professionals right now. Also, the fact that nobody wants to be sold, but they love to buy. And this is important. Realistically, I'm sure there's been a phone, a video game device, a computer, a tablet, a vacation somewhere that you were excited about, that you were happy to hand over your hard-earned money because you wanted to buy that specific thing because you knew how it was going to make you feel. What you don't want is a pitch to go on a vacation, a pitch to buy a new product. That's different. However, the really good sales professionals, the good copywriters, they make you want to buy without feeling like you're being sold. And that's why it's so important that you rely on a good resource for that. Now, if you have struggled to sell your own products and services online, I just want to let you know right now, it's not your fault. And there is hope. Like I said, I've been selling online since 2008. I have seen the types of challenges and obstacles that are commonly faced by people. And surprisingly, a lot of it has stayed the same over the past 14 years. First off, most people who struggle to sell stuff online would likely also struggle to sell those same things in person. Realistically, all of us have come across that great salesperson, whether it's at a clothing store, a car dealership, insurance, a vacation package, like I said. We have encountered people who just do a good job that you felt good buying from them, but you also didn't feel pressured. They made you feel like you were understood, your problems were addressed, and they helped you find a solution. We've also encountered bad salespeople who felt aggressive, too pushy, and turned us off of whatever product or service we were looking at. That is the difference between a good and bad sales experience. And that is also replicated in your sales and marketing messages. See, many people blame their products and services when it's what they're saying that's the problem. And we've all seen it in the forums, on YouTube chats, where people are frustrated. I spent so much time on this new course, this new coaching program, and no one's buying. No one's taking me up on it. But it might not have been the product. It might have been how they were conveying what the product or service would do for the market that was the problem. Again, why it's so critical that you get your sales message perfect. In fact, companies that have amazing salespeople, they basically worship the ground they walk on because they bring in so much business. They are such a key component. The really successful businesses, take a look at what those salespeople are doing, how they're presenting to potential clients, and they duplicate it. They replicate it in their radio ads, in their direct mail, in their video ads. See, a really powerful sales message is really the same message that you would have to someone in person, but it's replicated and multiplied. So you're taking the power and efficiency of that one salesperson and putting it online so thousands of people can have that exact same experience. That's powerful. That's where you get really good conversions. See, I have found out that the three biggest sources of frustration for people who just aren't seeing great success from their products and services selling is, well, first off, the infobiz gurus with their slick promises of easy results, right? We've all seen the ads and the pitches and the webinars for people who have a 30-day program for building your next product, or a 90-minute, build your own membership program course, whatever, you name it. There's all these gurus pitching how to create information products, how to create, e-commerce products and have a big store and yada, yada, yada. But what they all seem to skip over, and I've taken a lot of their programs to see what they're saying, is they skip over the importance of the sales message. Now, sure, they will give you a template of something that's worked for them, for their market. However, you may have a different market. Your market might respond to different verbs, different nouns, different phrases, different terminology. How someone speaks to farmers is different than how someone speaks to nerdy kids in, Silicon Valley, is different from how someone speaks to a stay-at-home mom who wants to learn blogging. Different markets have different ways of talking, which means that you end up wasting a lot of time and a lot of money on bad copy templates, or trying to learn on your own, wasting time trying to create ad after ad, or create, lead magnet after lead magnet, and just getting more and more frustrated. At the same time, like I mentioned, while you're doing all of this, you may not have that great of a connection in your marketing messaging. It might come across as cold or pushy, and you're just turning people off. That bad sales experience. All three of these things causes people to get frustrated, to want to quit, to want to give up. Maybe they're blaming the platform they're using. Maybe they're blaming the course that they took for failing them. But at the end of the day, it usually comes down to their sales copy, what they were saying to the market. And that is where these software scripts, these copywriting platforms are coming in. That's what they're supposed to help you with. They are supposed to help you eliminate the blank page amnesia, that writer's block, where you just don't know how to start an email, or how to start your sales letter, or your video sales letter, or your upsell video, or your email sequences, or your thank you page, you name it. That's what these platforms are supposed to help you out with, so you can get stuff out to the market faster, start selling faster without having to start from scratch or having to read, hours upon hours of copywriting books to learn how to do good copywriting. It's also supposed to help you reduce some of the costly expenses caused by bad copy. And we've all seen bad copy. I can't tell you how many marketing groups I've been in on Facebook where someone says, "Hey, I just finished my new sales funnel. Can someone take a look at it?" And I go look at it. I'm like, well, there's no headline, there's no sales bullets, and I'm not even sure what you're selling. Hopefully you haven't spent too much time on it, because it's not going to make you money. And that's just me looking at it. Right? I can't even imagine them trying to put that in front of their actual market, but unfortunately, they don't know any different. But that's where these copywriting software programs are supposed to help. And sometimes these software programs will help build a stronger connection with the market if they help you to do the research and building up the avatar profile for your target market, so that you are speaking in their terms, with their phrases about the problems in how they describe it. However, a lot of these copywriting platforms, they don't do that. They have artificial intelligence, and yet there is no intelligence in how they designed that platform. And I know it sounds harsh, but there are so many garbage copywriting platforms out there that I had to make this video just to help weed out some of the trash, so you can focus on at least the ones that are rising to the surface of being more popular than the others. So let's talk about that. The difference between what is done by other options compared to CopyPro. Let's talk about the two big ones right off the top. Funnel scripts. Funnel scripts, the difference between CopyPro and funnel scripts is that funnel scripts is limited in scope. And I'll talk about why I say that in a second. Then there's Jarvis, formerly known as Conversion.ai. It has limited focus. That is the difference between it and CopyPro. I'll explain it in a second. Hold on. And then finally, you have the rest, as I call them. These are your generic knockoffs that you're probably being swamped with ads on Facebook and YouTube for the next copywriting software, which is basically, they must have just a generic white label software that they're all just rebranding at this point, because I swear there's a new copywriting software released every week. So let's talk funnel scripts. Funnel scripts is based off of the books and training created by Russell Brunson. I say this as a member of Funnel Scripts. I'll actually log into my backend. 1 second. All right, so here I am in the back end of Funnel Scripts. As I said, I'm a lifetime member of Funnel Scripts, so I have access to all the scripts. However, the scripts are limited in their scope. What I mean is that unless you want to do your sales and marketing scripts exactly, and I do mean exactly, like Russell Brunson teaches in his books, there's no flexibility there. Here's what I mean. Let's go down to, you got .com secrets, you've got the one funnel away, you've got the way Russell does his email scripts, etc. So if we go to expert secret scripts, cool. Here's all the different scripts that Russell has taught in his various trainings and conferences and events on how he would have someone build out a perfect webinar, for example, or hook scripts. Here's 5 curiosity hook scripts as Russell Brunson would do them. So if you've actually read his books, and I have all of his books, like I said, he will show you, okay, well, focus on these words and what's the number one result they're looking for. So for example, for the real estate investing, cool. So you've got one right there. Let's build it out. This end result is what the limited scope is that I'm referring to. This is all you get. You get these 5 outputs. There's no restructuring. There's no rebuilding it. There's no spinning of it. This is the end result you get. So it's limited in scope. That's what I refer to. You get to do your copy. You get to do your sales and marketing the exact same way that Russell teaches in his books. That's it. Then there's Jarvis. So Jarvis, even on their homepage, states that it's artificial intelligence trained to generate original creative content. emphasis on the original creative content, not proven content, not based off of stuff that's already sold hundreds of millions or billions of dollars worth of product, just creative. So what the Jarvis team did is they met with SEO experts and direct response experts, and they said, how do we create frameworks that can take information that we scrape from the web, and they will state in a video on their website that they scrape 10% of the internet. They collect all of this information based off of whatever subject a person types in. If they type in how to bake a cake, well, it'll scrape all that content and put out something based off of a framework that SEO experts and direct response marketing experts said, hey, if you wanted to sell a framework, it should talk about problem, agitate, solve, or attention, interest, desire, action. Common frameworks, not proven copy, proven frameworks. All right. But it doesn't just stop there. Jarvis, and I will pop out. So Jarvis on their website even says, here's all the templates we have. The first two are copywriting templates. Yeah, we will help you with your copywriting. What about the rest? Well, you got product descriptions. You've got blog post paragraphs and blog post topic ideas. You can have a artificially created or an AI created creative story, a sentence expander. You could have a LinkedIn personal bio, company bio. You could have Google ads. Cool. Couple quick lines. Great. How about you want to start answering Quora answers? Or you can create captions for your Instagram post. This is what I meant by lack of focus. Jarvis does do copywriting based off of frameworks, but it's making it up as it goes. It's not proven, it's not tested, which means you get to prove it. You get to test it. You get to spend your hard-earned money and time to see whether or not the copy created by a robot converts as well as you hoped it did. Now, if you just want to get some creative ideas to, I don't know, write a video script, or if you want to explain something you wrote to a child, great. But if you want to sell millions of dollars of products and services, I would rather use something proven than just have something based off of a framework and see if it works. I mean, movies, television shows, they're based off of frameworks, a 3-act play. However, there is a substantial difference between the content and creative output produced by a recent college grad who took drama classes and Steven Spielberg or James Cameron or Martin Scorsese or Quentin Tarantino. Do you know what I mean? Frameworks are nice to help you understand and build a structure, but if a big movie studio was going to spend a lot of money on a movie, they would go with someone who has a proven track record for getting the audience to love the content, to enjoy the content, maybe for winning awards because they are so good. That is why Jarvis, the framework and the scraping of content to create something, I'm not a huge fan of. Let's talk about the rest of these copywriting platforms before I continue. So, I mean, you might have seen Automatic Script. They've got ads. Closer's Copy was ads. I actually have a membership with Closer's Copy. Copywriting Automator, easy copywriting software, and there is literally dozens more I've seen advertised online. My biggest concern, and one thing that was brought to my attention that I wanted to address, is that many of these programs that scrape the internet, while they have the best of intentions, there has been numerous people who have confirmed that plagiarism checkers have found duplicate content. Here's why that's concerning. If you were to use some of the AI-generated copy created by some programs, not necessarily these for legal reasons, but some programs that are out there, you could face a lawsuit for taking and using intellectual property that doesn't belong to you for your sales and marketing efforts. Which means, sure, you can get some AI spun content and then run it through copywriting or a copyright plagiarism checker. And then you could be like, okay, I'll tweak it and I'll work on it. But again, is the stuff that's even being scraped and used by the AI even proven to work? Or is it just following the framework that was suggested based off of what the programmers told it? Do you know what I mean? To me, if I'm going to use a copywriting software and I'm going to use content from that software, I want to use it from someone who's actually used that content to sell, and not a hypothetical or theoretical copyright a sales letter or email that should generate results. That is where CopyPro comes in. Meet the creator of CopyPro. This is John Benson. So you might be wondering who John Benson is if you haven't been following the industry for the last 15 years. So John Benson is recognized as one of the top sales copy strategists in the world. He is the creator of the video sales letter, which ushered in a new form of selling on the web. To date, John's 3X style of video sales letter has generated over $11 billion, with a B, billion dollars in sales for hundreds of entrepreneurs and businesses. John Benson, CopyPro has been used with Kajabi, Digital Marketer, Agora Publishing, which might be the first billion-dollar marketing company to hit that volume. Like, it's next level. And John created the first automated software for copywriting called 3X VSL Accelerator, which has now evolved into CopyPro. Long story short, John created the VSL, which is now prevalent everywhere. He then built a software that showed people how to automate the process of building VSLs, which has been replicated and duplicated in different products across the web over the last decade. And now you're seeing all these other copywriting software programs trying to do what John started and continues to do in a way that no one else can compete with. Why? Because a programmer might be able to copy the framework of copywriting, but they're not copywriters. In fact, CopyPro is not just John's baby. He's got Mike Filsame, Frank Kern, Ryan Dice, Mike Koenigs, Todd Brown, Jason Flagellin. So many of the A-list marketers, the gurus to the gurus, have provided their intellectual property, their proven templates that they have used to sell and generate millions of dollars. They have provided their email sequences, their order bump messages, their upsell videos, upsell letters, you name it, so much. Then what CopyPro did, what John did, is he took the content, the proven templates that have already sold, and he found the patterns and structures within it using his software, and that is what allows the software to then adapt to any niche, but use proven templates to make just as much of an impact with any market. And I will show you a demo of that coming up. So the question is, who benefits the most from CopyPro? Copywriters. Why? Because it saves you time. You're using the proven templates of people who literally charge $100,000 or more to write a sales letter for someone, who will charge thousands of dollars to write an email sequence for someone. You get their best work. And now you as a copywriter can go and approach a small business or an online business and say, hey, I noticed you don't have an email follow-up sequence for people who opt into your lead magnet. I can build that for you. You don't have an abandoned cart sequence for people who show interest in your products or your e-commerce products or whatever. I can build that for you and get paid thousands of dollars for a fraction of the time. You got business owners who can now skip paying the copywriters because they can do it for themselves. You got sales and marketing teams and agencies who can work with clients, help generate more sales and more results. It's amazing. So with that said, let me hop into CopyPro. All right, so I'm in the back end of Groove CopyPro, which is basically CopyPro, just white labeled and rebranded because John has a partnership with the Groove digital team for their members. So it's the exact same back end. So now let's say we wanted to find some copy. Now, if we have a rare niche, let's say that I do luxury vacations somewhere. I could go to Quick Start Setup and I could hit search and I could actually build an entire project from scratch. What is a project? Well, for example, let's say you go to Jarvis or any of these other copywriting software programs that exist out there. Many of them will let you do one-offs. So let's say I wanted to do luxury vacations in Jarvis and say I wanted an email. It would take its 10% of the internet's data, scrape it all together, build a framework based off of an email that would go well, and it would spit it out and I'd be like, awesome. But then if I came back a week later and said, hey, that email was awesome, can I get more in that series based off of that email? Yeah, no. It's not building a sequence of interconnected emails that build off of each other and will have a conversion that builds up, if that makes sense. It's all one-offs, right? However, with CopyPro, you can build a project that's based off of a niche and then continue to add on to it. Thank you pages, upsells, order bumps, bullets, headlines, all based off that same project. So this is where you would come to. Now, I would show you this, but it actually takes a bit to do. So I'm going to pause the video and then I will pick it back up with a blank project. All right, so I'm here in the demo project, as you can see on the screen. So this is a brand new niche. Let's say I'm targeting luxury vacations. So as you can see, CopyPro builds in the education that you need to build a customer profile, your own personal data to personalize your messaging, etc. So I'm going to skip down here. Let's talk about your lead magnet, for example. So CopyPro will walk you through exactly how to talk about and convey how useful your lead magnet is, talking about the promises, and then you've got your contact information, etc., etc. This is all building up your project so that when you do go to build anything, it's literally ready to go. For example, here's the section on your customer's mistaken beliefs. So if you know that your customer has some beliefs that just aren't correct, it might be causing them issues, this is where you would go. So, for example, it's CopyPro's explaining to you that you would complete the sentence below. An approach you may have tried is verb false solution. That probably let you down. So if I click on this, you can see it says false solutions. You'd pick a verb, and CopyPro has this entire list here that you'd pick from. So you might say a false solution is blinding. And actually, blinding doesn't make sense when it comes to luxury vacations. Let's talk about booking. So verb, booking cheap flights. So something you may have tried in the past that let you down was booking cheap flights. A much better approach is alternative. Try that instead. So just like that, I am now building out a customer's mistaken belief. Now you might be wondering, I don't get it. Here's how this comes into play. Let's say if I go back to search and I say I need, let's say I need an email sequence so I can book an appointment with people looking for luxury vacations. So I could say business to business or a local service customer acquisition and follow-up. Cool, let's do that. We're a local luxury vacation business looking for follow-ups. I will title this test. And we'll do this one. Luxury, did I do demo? I think it was demo. Finish. So here we go. So now, as you can see here, first CopyPro explains what's going on. So we've got an email sequence that has a day 1, day 2, etc., etc. You would have this could be the first email here, greeting. You click on these underlined things and it actually says like, hey, what greeting would you like? I could type in my own, or I could use one of these predetermined ones. I could save it, click it, there. Hey there. One of the key issues, many of our type. So you might be like, what's type? Well, what does it suggest? Patient, client, customer. Oh, okay, so it's referring to what your kind of group is referring to. So I'd like you to look at blanks results. This is one of our many types achieving success. So if I was to pick customer, you can see how it swaps out that placeholder information. And at any point, if I wanted to, unlike a lot of the other kind of templates, I can always pop in here and start typing away and add to it. Now, I will do a full demo video on this. I don't want this to get too long, but I just wanted to show how flexible it is. You have various items. I'll just save this real quick. Each one of these is a proven template. It's not scraped from the internet. An AI didn't brainstorm it up. One of the top marketers that I had previously mentioned uses this for a client or for themselves. CopyPro, the team, then found a way to take the structure, take the way it's broken down in a rhythm, and made it so that you can generically add any niche you want to this. Now, here's another cool thing. Not only can you use it for any niche, and I mean, as I showed you before, you do have, let's say I was just doing this, you do have pre-existing niches. Let's type that already here. So let's say you are doing baby health or baseball or business growth or cheat sheets, chiropractic, client attraction, construction, copywriting, dating, crypto. It goes on and on and on. So if I picked real estate investing and I said finish, it is now going to fill in that project that I just searched for. Here you go. So 3 questions and 3 myths. So this is an email. Will you help me? Or I could use, 3 real estate investment myths debunked. And then now you can read through it. You may be a lot like I was. You may not have a plan when it comes to achieving financial independence. I can relate because I didn't either when I first got started. I was confused. I asked a lot of questions like, should I be flipping homes in the short term? Should I spend weeks on Google looking up all the real estate investment experts for answers? Should I just give up? Now, here's something interesting. At any point, if I said, oh, okay, well, there's a false solution. Oh, looking for the cheapest deal you can find. I actually like that better. It just swapped it out. If I wanted to, I could add my own using the verbs, accepting, false solution, lowest offers. I was going to say bids. You can see the proof below, which shows you that if what you typed would make sense in the structure of what's going on around it. And you could just pop it in. Now I could type in accepting lowest offers. Once again, I could type anything I want in here. I could hit preview to see how it looks and then copy it to clipboard, or I could regenerate it. And now, as you can see, I have a completely different template to use. So remember what I mentioned before with funnel scripts being very low, limited scope. There isn't a lot, you can't regenerate. You got what you got. That's the output that you got. With CopyPro, it allows you to regenerate. And there's an AI feature that is also incredible. There's going to be a link below this video. If you click on that, you can watch the AI video, which will actually show you how to do regeneration of entire sections with a rating of how good the copy is, etc., etc. However, what I want to talk to next is not just how flexible it is and not just how you're using proven templates, but the fact that it has built-in training. So for example, let's say myth, you should be accepting lowest offers. False solutions. Golly, Dexx, false solution. I don't really know what that means. I've never done copywriting before. You click on there, you click this question mark, and it will tell you false solutions are things your prospect may have tried that do not work or let them down in some way. Here are some examples. Suffering through hours of exercise every day, blah, 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 blah. You can click on the help, walks you through some more stuff, and there's even a video that will walk you through false solutions, how it works, how it applies, how to leverage it, etc. CopyPro not only helps you speed up the ability to produce good copy, it not only gives you proven copy, so you're not wasting time and money on scraped, artificially produced content that may or may not convert, but it trains you as you go so that you understand why the copy is so effective and allows you to understand, hey, if I want to tweak this or adjust it, at least stay within the framework of a false solution being right here because that's been proven to convert. Now, I'll make more videos on this. Like I said, I don't want to make an hour-long video. I'm not even sure how long this has been so far. But I just want to show you, these are some of the advantages that puts CopyPro on a completely different level that makes it not even comparable to the other platforms that are out there. So let's pop back in to the presentation. So, as I said, unique advantage feature number one of CopyPro is that it is incredibly flexible for any niche. You want to use one of your own niches after you've created it from scratch? Go ahead. You want to save time? Have a quick start niche because it's maybe a popular niche like dating or health or fitness or whatever. It's there too. The flexibility is amazing, and it works with you to make sure that you build that customer avatar to get the best results by using words and phrases that your market will respond to. Unique advantage feature number two, as I mentioned, access to copy that is already proven to generate high conversions. All right. John even included his $50 million sales letter blueprint inside of the platform. And that's not even including the webinar, the monster script that he worked on with Mike Filsame and Jason Flagin and Russell Brunson. So yeah, if you're just getting the funnel scripts for the perfect webinar, why not get the monster script, which has a bit of Russell, but also the people that Russell learned how to market from, Mike Filsame and Jason Flagin. And unique advantage feature number three, high quality education while you use the software to enhance your understanding. Like I mentioned, it's built-in copy training from the best of the best while you put out content created by the best of the best. So you not only know how to do it, you understand why the stuff that you're using is so effective. Like, I know I'm repeating myself, but it's not even comparable what CopyPro does for the members that have access to it compared to what's out there, especially a little cheap scripts. Speaking of cheap, let's talk about CopyPro pricing and frequently asked questions. First off, is CopyPro free or is there a Groove CopyPro trial? These are questions I've seen come up before on Facebook and YouTube comments. First off, no, CopyPro is not free. You're literally getting hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of proven copy written by top marketers. No, it won't be free. There is no trial. However, there is a 30-day money-back guarantee. So that might give you some peace of mind. How much does CopyPro cost? I believe the cost at the time of this video was going up till $2,000 to the marketplace, and that's for lifetime license access, but that might be going to monthly very shortly. Speaking of monthly, there is an AI feature that was recently rolled out literally at the time of this video. Once again, I didn't have it in my account yet, but I wasn't able to get the upgrade. There is a demo of the AI feature in the link below this video that John does, and it looks incredible. I plan to add it to my account as soon as I get access to it. Now, the question that has come up before, actually, you know what? I will address that coming up. Where can I find a CopyPro discount? If there is a discount available, I will continually update the link below this video so you can get discounts on it. I believe the last time I looked, the discount that I had access to as a user and affiliate to do referrals for the program, I think it was something like 30 or 40% off, but that also might be changing now that CopyPro 2.0 is about to be released. So if you want to lock in whatever discount is available, click the link below this video or wait and pay a monthly fee when it comes out. Is there a special CopyPro lifetime deal or Groove CopyPro lifetime price? If you're looking for a CopyPro lifetime deal or Groove CopyPro lifetime price, once again, check the link below this video. If one is available, I will definitely be sharing it there. If one is not available because it has been removed or it just, John has changed the way it's going, then whatever I can get you the best deal on will be below this video. So what's the catch? You know, I'm sure it sounds like there is nothing awful about CopyPro, but realistically, there's concerns and there's complaints. So I want to address it. So first off, no perceived difference with competition. That is a common concern and complaint as it relates to CopyPro. Hopefully, if you've made it this far in the video, you will notice that there is a massive difference with CopyPro and any of the other competing software applications that are out there. It's not even comparable. It's apples to pineapples difference, and CopyPro is the king of the beach. Lack of time or concern over the learning curve. As I mentioned before, good copy takes a lot of knowledge. And unless you plan to read books and go through training to understand what makes good copy, relying on artificial intelligence to create copy for you puts you at a big disadvantage. It'd be like someone who has no idea about cars being told by a mechanic what needs to be repaired, and you're just like, okay, that sounds about right. If you don't know anything about cars, you could be getting ripped off. And a lot of people, unfortunately, are being ripped off by the copywriting software programs that they are relying on. However, CopyPro, as I said, not only skips a lot of the learning curve because you're having people who have literally spent 10 to 20 years honing their craft of writing good copy, providing you with their proven copywritten materials, resources, emails, sales letters, upgrade pages, bullet point scripts, you name it. You're also getting the built-in education, videos, walkthroughs, tutorials on how each part of the copy is effective. It's a 2-for-1 in terms of value, and it's incredible. Finally, the cost, especially with the AI features recurring billing. So that new AI feature, like I said, you can watch a demo of it in the link below this video. I'll link to it. The new AI feature does have a monthly cost. Now, do you need the AI feature? No, you're getting proven content already. You can just copy, paste it, you're good to go. However, if you want to create multiple variations of a sales letter, of an email, of a upsell script, that is where the AI comes in handy. Old school people like myself, we used to have to manually come up with 20, 30, 40 different headlines in order to split test, to compare which headline got a better result for that page. That takes hours of brainstorming, and it is hard to be that creative to come up with that many different variations. Now, I will give points to Jarvis and the other scripts that are out there. They will take the framework for a headline and spit out a bunch of different ones, and I'm sure that's great. However, the AI doesn't just do a headline, it will do an entire email, an entire sales letter, and regenerate it so you have 2 different versions of an email, 2 different versions of an upsell script, so you can compare which one got you the best results. The amount of time, the amount of work that would be required for you to come up with 2 upsell scripts for the exact same product is already difficult. Now make it 3, 4, 5. At what point is the amount of time that you're saving by doing it yourself not more than just having a small monthly recurring fee, have it spit them out for you like that? Time versus money. For me, I will pay the small fee to have an AI feature that will just rebuild different versions of a sales page that I can use for split testing, rather than me spending days doing it manually myself. Especially if you don't have an existing proficiency and competency with good copywriting, because now you're split testing basically what you think might be better. But if you're not a good copywriter to begin with, you're wasting time and energy. So do you need the AI recurring billing? No. Will it save you time and money? Yes. Will it be more effective and efficient than you trying to do it on your own if you don't know copywriting? Yes. Hopefully that answers your question and addresses that concern. Now, the hidden bonus that I talked about earlier. Anybody who gets access to CopyPro using my referral link below, I will be giving you my advanced sales growth course. Now, that is a course the businesses that I work with who pay $1,000 a month get access to. That is the course that reveals how to get 30% increase in sales in as little as 30 days, including building business breakthroughs into a company to exponentially grow their sales. So you get access to that. You also get access to my profitable niche research and selection program. One of the downfalls, no matter if it's CopyPro, Jarvis, funnel scripts, you name it, they don't really help you with the niche research that lets you plug all of the key terms, key phrases, the stuff that your market really connects with into their platform. There's an expectation you already have that information when you get those programs. They don't help you find it. I created an entire training program that helps you find it so that you are not only learning what your market says, you're learning how they say it. And when you use the exact same words they use to describe their problems and challenges in your copy, the results are phenomenal. Ever since I've been using CopyPro combined with my profitable niche research and selection stuff, my results have been incredible. You get access to that. Once again, you don't have to pay $1,000 to get it. You'll be getting it for free. And any additional surprise programs and resources that I create will be added to your access as well, especially for my clients. If my clients get it, you get it as well. So let's wrap this long review up. It's a lot longer than I hoped it was going to be, but hopefully you found it worth it. If you like this, like it, subscribe, comment below. What did you find the most valuable? Is CopyPro worth it? First off, the leadership team has a vision for creating a category king. John was the first one to create a VSL. John taught everyone how to do VSLs. John created the first sales software to build VSLs, which spawned a whole bunch of copycats. They're now taking it to the next level. I didn't talk about this before, but CopyPro 2.0 looks like an absolute game changer. Think royalty-free photo sites like Deposit Photos or iPhoto or iStock Photo, where photographers from around the world submit their best photographs for people to buy and access, and then they get paid a credit each time someone accesses it. CopyPro 2.0 is going to do that, but with copywriters. So you can have not just the top 40 and 50 copywriters that they have right now producing and sharing their content. You're going to have top A-list copywriters from around the world, people who charge 10, 20, 50,000 for their sales letters, submitting their proven copy and giving you access to it. And in exchange for that, they get paid every single time someone uses their copy. That's why I believe that eventually the one-off payment for CopyPro is going to be gone and it will switch to monthly just to pay for all the licensing payments that will be going out to these copywriters. That will be an absolute game changer and will exponentially be better than any content written by a robot that scraped the internet and used frameworks. So stay tuned for that. I'm definitely going to do a video on that once it's out. CopyPro is built to truly maximize sales conversions compared to other apps. They're not using a framework. They're not using theoretical copy of, hey, I think this should help sell whatever you're trying to sell. You get to use stuff that has already sold hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars worth of products and services for your business. You are literally getting free money because they are saving you so much time and work. And finally, the special pricing deal currently at the time of this video is absolutely insane. If you want to learn more about it, click the link below this video. You will get the most up-to-date pricing. But I can tell you that currently the pricing that I have seen and gotten access to is significantly better than what's on the CopyPro main website. So once again, if you grab CopyPro through my link below, you get access to my advanced sales growth course, my profitable niche research and selection program, and the additional programs and resources as they are created. To get details on how that bonus works, how to access it, all that jazz, look below this video. I'll have it written there. And in the meantime, stay tuned for more videos. If you have any questions about CopyPro that I didn't answer, or anything you'd like to see me demo or showcase, let me know. Like this video, comment below, tell me what you liked about it, what you'd like to see more of. I'm definitely going to start producing more videos addressing advanced ninja business, sales, and marketing techniques if you enjoy it. So if you want to see that, comment below and I will definitely get that out to you. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this video and I will talk to you soon.